Hello, reviews, welcome to Mr.Who Reviews. And today, reviewing King of the Hill, Stress for Success. And in this, Bobby joined the apathetic team that does the quiz bowl because Hank thinks he watches too much TV and forced him to join a after school club. And he did join a chess club, but Bobby was playing it like it was checkers because they had a checkerboard, but yeah, I don't think he knows the difference. Yeah, this was up with Kanye and Mansira is Bobby might be good as the pop culture expert on team. Yes, he brings them to the room where the team studies and that, and yeah, Shane was on a song had had to bully Bobby a little by calling him Booby Hill as he always does. Yeah, Kanye actually defends him, saying that the chained and know a the answer to a question in one of their quiz bowl activities. Hmm. Yeah, when Bobby went to tell Hank, Hank was a little disappointed since he didn't really see the meaning of having pop culture in a quiz bowl or any academic thing. But it's thanks to Bobby that his team won. I had the Quizmaster is played by Ben Stein, and you can kind of tell since he's one of those uh, guys that you just recognize the voice instantly, and the character design they have for him looks a lot like back time or back then. Where and the thing was Bobby thought the quiz ball was gonna be fun, but everybody else, all the other members of the team, were just trying to remember their special subject, and that I'm freaking out a little. And slowly but surely, Bobby stopped having fun and getting stressed out, especially when one of the teammates taking their account on him, and when he got one of the practice questions wrong, everybody was just giving them the stressing their account on that, and especially a chain and Con and Ted was on the song as he came by to Bobby giving them a mini cooler or no mini frizz had a Red Bull that in it the same Bobby or the count on Bobby of winning so the Connie and Shane go to their college of their choice, even though Shane wanted to go to different college than what his dad wanted to go to. So yeah, when Bobby went to the middle mark with Hank and Peggy, ran straight for the TV section, and he just started imagining Kelly Clarkson has to showed up in the episode saying some facts and the other celebrities saying facts too, and eventually he just fainted. Yeah. And Peggy actually I was seeing I saw him riding a mobility scooter. I don't know why, but he found it fun. And when the medical mark the doctor was telling Hank that Bobby fainted because of stress, Hank didn't really believe her and said they needed to bring him to a real doctor, so she just called the they went on the big phone asking any doctors in the medical mart, and yeah, the doctor said the same thing, and he recommended a book to just have a Bobby de-stressed. But it doesn't seem to be working. Like they've tried to get dim into the lights and second candles. I do kind of like the Hank I covered the TV with a sheet or something. But hmm. But Bobby did start feeling better after he said he's got to quit the team. But Hank just convince him not to since he made a commitment and does feel to Bobby that he gets stressed. And the message of the show, stress not have to be a bad thing. Just have to make sure it doesn't ruin your or make your life miserable. But I think too much stress can be a bad thing. But you find a balance for it. So Hank and Bobby was bond by watching the Beverly Hillbillies and Hank giving facts about the actors in it. And yeah, there's a memorial episode for John Ritter's, the actor who played the teacher in charge of the quiz bowl. And yeah, I thought the teacher running Cribble would put him stress on Bobby as well since he felt that band and the drama were hanging by a thin thread, so he needed the quiz bowl to stay. Yeah, the real Principal Moss thought they cut quiz bowl, but they already quit something else. And some of the stuff with Dale was kind of good, like calling Bobby the professor, thinking he could be a professor for pop culture. I was saying that Disneyland was run by kids on a treadmill, and now those kids are the New York Yankees. And I did think Bill had a good point when Hank was saying that he enjoyed the sound of Bobby not watching TV, and Bill said saying how hanging out now that he's not watching TV and somebody else is house in the bushes with a small TV, and they'll say that they keep making TVs bigger and bigger and smaller and smaller. Sometimes at some point the miniature TV be obsolete. Ugh. And yeah, I do like the end with Hank and Bobby bonding over what Bobby likes when at the beginning Hank wanted them to bond what he liked when he wanted Bobby to see a hummingbird as sort of in his birdhouse. So kind of good. And Ben Stein and Kenny Clarkson did a did a good job in the episode as well, I think. Um, Bobby actually winning and did the semi-finals in the quiz ball. Just a guess was a kind of spine tingling. Yeah, and I know that Hank did see pop culture as a stupid table. He could have at least shown a little like so somebody is a little proud for being the reason they won the first quiz bowl match they had, but eh, like I say. And yeah, like I said, it's a good episode. And yeah, and the teaser that John Ritter's played turns up in some past episodes. I'll probably get to, especially the one where Bobby becomes the school mascot. That I think that's a great episode. And you would think Bobby would have learned about being committed to a team since he had been on like the sports team before, whether it was his school football team or when he joined the soccer team or the European football team in the same episode, or when he was the mascot of his school or some other stuff. But I don't know. I mean, yeah, next time maybe doing another good episode where the teachers try to keep their test scores up by putting the the students that don't do well in tests somewhere else. Somewhere else. I'll get to that and next time. Yeah, just remember to like, comment, subscribe. And I'll see you guys later. And remember to check my community tab and all other stuff. Yeah, see ya.